All right, we're going to talk real quick. This is the post video about the seminar that we just had in Oberlin, Kansas. So I'm going to have an introduction and tell us a little bit about who you are, what your background is in martial arts. You have a studio, tell us about that, and then go into your experience the 3-day weekend that you attended this last weekend here.
Okay. My name is Mikkel Jolly. My background is in Hungar Kung Fu, Kaji Kimbo from Hawaii, and American Kempo. And I just recently started Savat. My school is Bing Hung Martial Arts. I'm in the process of moving it from Aurora, Colorado up to Cheyenne, Wyoming. I went to Snake Blocker's 26th annual Jeet and Affiliate Arts seminar in Oberlin, Kansas. Had a great time. Wonderful 3-story facility, great boxing setup and fitness setup in the basement. Awesome museum up on the upper level and on the entry level. Got to learn some combat jiu-jitsu and catch wrestling from Mr. David Tice, which was fun. I enjoyed learning the new leg locks and heel locks to incorporate into what I teach. Learning knife arts of Jeet Kune Do from Professor Jill Hernandez. She taught very wonderfully and made it very simple as far as what angles we needed to come in at, so that was really great. Learning the pre-1973 Oakland JKD from Professor Gary Dill was a lot of fun. Learned a lot, especially about how to do a lot of the rolling so that you could go from blocking a punch to without wasting any movement right into your punch. Getting to learn a deeper explanation and learning more about Savat from Professor Guy Chase was wonderful as well. And then getting to see and learn more about tactics that the Apaches use in their knife fighting and new drills that gave a better understanding of how I can get better in learning how to use a knife by Snake Blocker was just amazing. My favorite part of the weekend, though, I have to say, was the Apache knife fighting under Snake, because he just made it so entertaining and so informative. And then learning even more about Savat that made me want to just dive deeper and deeper into it. And I'm looking forward to next year's 27th annual event in Oberlin. I just cannot wait for that to come up. If you get a chance, you need to come to one of these events. You're going to learn so much. But bring a notebook.
And tell us about the variety of people, because you bumped into some old friends, some friends in the family of some of the other arts you did, but you got to meet them in person for the first time, and some people that are brand new you never met in your life. You got to exchange ideas and variety of technique with them. How did you feel the variety of people were there? What are some of the people that you've met and enjoyed meeting at the seminar?
Oh, I did get to meet Professor Kylie. I did forget to mention him, and I am sorry about that. He was teaching Wing Chun grappling and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I had started talking to him a couple months ago. Him and I come from the same background of Kaji Kimbo, so it was really cool getting to meet somebody else from the family and that comes from a different line, and getting to talk and learn more about Kaji Kimbo history from him. Got to meet a lot of people from all over the country that were at the event. Got to make some new friends that I've actually started talking to via Facebook, and one person that actually that I'm starting to work with for business to help him expand his businesses. So it's been really cool to meet new people that share the same passion for martial arts. And honestly, I hope they're all there next year too, because it'll be fun to meet up, hang out, catch up, and just train together again. Because everybody that was there, you could tell we were all having fun, all smiling, which made 3 days of hard workouts just fly by and just seem so amazingly fun.
Sure. And then we had a little entertainment stuff going on. Can you talk about that on Saturday night? Some fire was involved.
Oh, the fire dancing,
Fire demonstration. Yep.
the fire dancing demonstration was really cool. We got to see
Marcus. Yep.
Marcus,
Marquise.
who came out for the seminar, perform fire dance with a rope dart
Yep.
set on fire, which was really cool. And then he also used what are known as poi, or spinning balls, that he did with the fire, and he timed it very nicely to coincide with all of the music that he was using. It's just beautiful and just really amazing to watch. Though at times you thought he was going to burn himself, but thankfully he didn't. But it was great.
That's great. You got to attend. We had a all social at McCook, Nebraska, at the Tequila's Mexican restaurant, and we also had an all black belt and instructor social late at night on Saturday night. So you were able to go to both those, which was great. And like you said earlier, people from all over. We had people literally drive from Maine to Washington, from Washington to Kansas, from California to Kansas, fly in from California, flying from Oahu, Hawaii, quite a few people, Nebraska, Boston area, and New Hampshire area with Guy Chase and his East Coast. So yeah, definitely people came from all over. Oklahoma for some of the original Oakland Jeet Kune Do groups. So we look forward to everybody from next year. Next year will be seafood professor Chris Kent will be doing the Jeet Kune Do aspect of it, Chris Kent Jeet Kune Do format. And then we're also going to have Damon Evans. He's going to do a variety of weapon systems with the from Thailand's weapon system, which is really cool. So not Muay Thai, not the kickboxing portion, but the actual weapons where they use swords and daggers and sticks and things of that sort. So that's going to be exciting for next year. It'll be the last weekend of March 2022. And then Professor Kai Lee will also be there again from Hawaii and teaching, following up on the next step with the evolution of Wing Chun. He may do some traditional Hawaiian martial arts. And in fact, you talked about he did some Hawaiian demonstration presentations from the indigenous arts of Hawaii, which he's well versed in. Can you talk about that? Because that's probably your first experience seeing that part.
Seeing Professor Kai Lee perform the lua, or traditional Hawaiian martial art, was really informative. Just seeing how each movement that he did tied into how it could be done for self-defense, how using the mako, or club, shark-tooth club, could be used from lua, and how it translates to a knife or to a stick. It was, there's no other word than amazing, just seeing how much knowledge each of these instructors was willing to pass on, and just their love of what they teach.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Well, thank you so much for your time, and it's good to hear different perspectives, and we've been posting different perspectives from the students, because it doesn't matter what the instructors say. They may say they've done this credentials and they've been around for many years, but when you see the students and what they got out of the instructions, because it doesn't do any good for an instructor to have 100 years of martial art background if it can't be dissected and digested slowly and methodically to the students. And that's where the students are going to get out of it. So our hope as instructors, and all the instructors there, was to make it digestible, entertaining, fun. Safety was number one. So thankfully nobody got hurt or injured or even close to that. We took all safety precautions, and everybody just had a great time. So look forward to seeing you all next year. Thanks again.